This is the VegasTourist.com podcast. I'm Mark.
And I'm Sazzy. Hit it, Carl.
Hello.
Good Christ. Are you trying to kill me? Yeah.
What are we, episode 92 now?
We are up to number 92.
Ooh.
We're inching our way to 100. Slow but sure.
All right. How do they get a hold of us, Sazzy?
They can email us at thevegastourist@gmail.com. All one word, please.
Or the Vegas Tourist comment listener line at 206-202-4945. Or use the handy-dandy contact form on the website, which they've done.
Yeah, we have voicemail.
Well, that's...
Come on, it was really funny. She even wished me a bah humbug.
It was, so, but we need to go over the emails first.
Oh, you're no fun.
I know, thank you.
Okay, yeah, we did get email.
Yeah.
More British email.
I know, I love them. Way over the pond.
Yeah, from Caleb and Lisa.
That's not frozen.
That's not frozen. Yeah, the only one that's not frozen. Caleb and Lisa say, thanks for the suggestions for the buffets in Vegas. They really appreciated that. Lisa has a question. She wanted to know what spas were best in Las Vegas, because she usually goes to MGM and she wanted to do something different. So I typed her back a little list and said, if you schedule for a Saturday, I'll take you myself. Cute, not stupid.
And where did you recommend?
The Palms Place.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it's gorgeous. But Micro Spa, if she wanted to go off of Strip.
Right.
Because the prices are so good.
Right.
And they have that pretty bathtub. And then my favorite, the Korean spa.
Okay.
Just because it's fun.
But if you're going to be on a strip, you got, what's the one at the Venetian Canyon?
The Canyon Ranch.
Yeah, yeah. The new one at the Encore, they said it's going to be like, one of the best. Of course, they being Wynn, so. Right.
And I'm sure the price tag will follow.
Of course. Well, I don't know. But yeah, the one at Palms Place, Canyon Ranch.
South Point is good.
So yeah, but now that's followed up by their other email, which said that they're going to be out at Red Rock.
Right.
So yeah, now we haven't heard good or bad about Red Rock, but they're tied into stations, which means Green Valley, and Green Valley's got a really nice spa. So I'm figuring Red Rock
follows.
Right. So hit them up. What the heck? If you're going to be shit-faced, drunk, and gambling at Red Rock, see if they'll throw in a free spa.
There you go. I like it.
So since I already mentioned their other email, shall we read it?
Yeah, because I didn't get that one.
What's the one that said that they're going out to Red Rock?
The one he sent you personally? You big doofus?
Yeah.
I didn't get to see that one.
Okay.
Because apparently I don't get all the mail. I don't even know why I work here anymore.
You do? Who has the larger pile of notes?
You do. You're much better at it than me.
Right.
Going with your strengths.
Yeah, right. Whatever. No.
Anyway, they're coming for CES, though.
Yes.
And they want to have cocktails.
Definitely.
Surprise.
Tell me what days you're going to be at CES, and I'll take along with you and
show you some fun stuff.
That's right.
You're going to bring back cool toys, right?
Hopefully.
Okay.
Hopefully they haven't cut out the new all the
giveaway stuff.
Yes, yeah.
All the swag.
That's right. So yeah, let's hook up for CES.
Yeah, it'd be fun. I'll meet you afterwards for drinks. I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed to touch the electronics.
Yeah, we see this big cloud going over the convention center.
It would be bad. It would be bad.
That and the Sands Convention Center, that'd go up in smoke.
It might. My powers are growing.
They are.
Dum, da, da, da.
Any other emails we can read?
No, not that we can read.
Okay, all right. The sarcastic Canadian.
God love her.
Oh, Jesus.
Hi, kids. It's the sarcastic Canadian. I'm kind of sick, so I thought I'd call you when I still have a voice. Yeah, that sounds great to come down and cover something on New Year's next year, but what I really want to do is get a biohazard suit and a stick with a pokey end on it and just sit around the cages of the really drunk people and irritate and annoy them. I think that would be a lot of fun. It's still colder than a witch's tit down here, up here. You're down there. I see that it's been very cold for you guys too, but certainly not minus 28 like it has been here. So I just wanted to say hi and wish everyone whatever they want. A Merry Christmas, season's greetings, bah humbug, all that other stuff. Hope that you guys are well, and we will talk soon. Take care. Bye.
Well, she wasn't the only offer. The last podcast I said, help, we're overbooked.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Chippendale magnet called the next morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, I don't know if I can make it, but I'm going to try. And then she called, and I like her idea better. Let's just sit out there with long sticks and poke them and see what happens.
That'd be fun.
I think it would be really fun. We'd end up in jail, but it would be a good time.
Yeah, she sounds like she's catching a cold or...
And then she just needs to come here and warm up. That's all.
Okay, for her, this is warm, all right?
Exactly. The rest of us are freezing. But if you read her blog today, it said we can't whine.
We can. We are allowed. It's Vegas, okay?
Damn it.
I'm almost afraid to talk. You know that?
Why?
Well, on our last podcast, we talked about, breaking up MGM. And what did they do the following day?
Literally 12 hours later. I mean, my God.
T.I. sold. And then...
To an independent, no less.
Yeah, yes.
Which we were predicting.
Right. So, God, for a week, it's been a busy week.
Yeah, for the slow season, it has.
I mean, first of all, we start to get that white stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. Somebody pissed somebody off.
Holy cow. And it stayed.
Yeah.
It's still here.
Yes, it is. A week later, it's still on the ground. It's like, that doesn't help the palm trees any.
No.
Snow is bad for palm trees.
No, speaking of T.I., they several of their trees out by the Sirens of T.I., the Bad Pirate Show and all that.
They're coming down.
Yeah, they're coming down. But yeah, 4 to 6 inches of that really wet stuff.
Yeah.
Heavy
What'll
stuff.
happen if the Mirage volcano freezes over? Is that the signal to get out?
We're all doomed. Yeah.
Just checking, just so I know.
And then, I mean, it's really bad because the PA and I went to the Fountain of Youth in Southern California. Real cool. Oh, is that cool? Oh,
yeah?
Oh.
See, I'm not the only one that goes to L.A.
But, I mean, it's sad when you have to go to L.A. to escape the snow, okay? It
is a little sad.
Kind of loses the whole Vegas vibe to it,
Kind of.
Oh, you're the ones from that snowy country, aren't you?
Yeah, that's not good.
So how warm was it when you left? 40.
Which has been a high lately.
Yeah. Okay, so, had snow, shut down the well, okay, according to the airport, they did not close. It's just no airlines flew in or out.
Right, technical difficulties.
Southwest canceled all of their flights on last Wednesday.
Well, I don't blame them. They didn't want to crash.
Yeah. It's here. So, had all that, the signs out, or the photos of the Vegas sign and everyone.
That was pretty funny.
And then, so, okay, so they move on, all right, and then Treasure Island is sold.
Are we done with the weather now?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Treasure Island sold to the guy from the New Frontier.
Right.
For a lot of money. Wasn't it like...
$775 million.
And like $500 million of it was cash.
Straight cash. That's why MGM went, yeah, okay.
Yeah, we'll take that offer. Thanks. Christmas bonuses for everyone.
Well, actually, that day I had a pickup at Treasure Island, and everyone there was like they were high-fiving each other. They were so glad that they were now sold and out from under the MGM.
Yeah. What's interesting is I read an article, and the guy who bought the MGM, I can never remember his name. What is it? Rufkin. He said that T.I. was quite successful on its own, and he didn't plan on messing with it.
Nope. Which, is basically...
I think is a good idea.
Well...
Change the pirate show and we're good.
I mean, he didn't do anything to the Frontier for 10 years. He just added more duct tape to it.
Okay, then.
But he did give us bikini bull riding, so.
So, well, it's not all bad.
That's right. We may have.
Not all bad. Gillies may be coming back. Who knows?
With pirates.
With pirates. Why not?
But it's interesting because the employees were happy. Wall Street, MGM kind of got a little bounce there, but it was just interesting because the Wall Street guys are like, MGM, this is, it's nice, enjoy the little deal, but you guys have a lot of debt coming due.
Yeah, a lot of debt.
And then, they brought back that quote from the CEO of Harrah's that, we were spending like drunken pirates and now we're paying for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wall Street is basically going, yeah.
Yeah.
You might think about selling a few other things too, okay?
Not good.
Especially if you can find somebody that'll pay cash.
Yeah.
We
hell of a deal for them too.
Yeah. And I know that when you pay for 2/3 of it cash, it's a pretty good, it's pretty secure that it's going to happen.
Right. There shouldn't be a lot going wrong with that.
Yeah, deal. And we were. I was notified that we can keep our Treasure Island banners up until April 29th.
Okay. Are they going to have a name change?
No, it's just that the banners that we have are part of the MGM banners.
Oh.
The MGM property. So
I see.
So.
Potato.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, which then follows up on, the fact that, we went from TI and then, he's not going to change anything. He's going to keep the tram connected to the Mirage.
He's keeping the staff.
Yep.
The whole works.
And the investors or the stock watchers pointed towards the Terrorist Training Center.
The empty shell that will be the Terrorist Training Center?
City Center to begin filling jobs. Complex starts taking outside applications on January 5th. They expect 100,000 applicants. They will fill 12,000 jobs. Yeah, right.
It's going to be mayhem down there, people applying for jobs. There's so many people out of work right now. Everybody's going to be applying.
Well, here's the problem, is half of them are being offered to the MGM staff.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what the economy's like.
Yeah.
You know that, we just opened up the Encore.
Successfully.
And Wynn is charging $159 for a room.
Yikes. That doesn't look good.
And along comes City Center with 12,000 jobs. You are MGM. It's not a guaranteed job, but would you give that up, your position up? Because if you move over to City Center, they're going to fill your job.
Yeah, they are.
And if City Center fills 9,000 jobs or 12,000 jobs, starting in March, then come April, they're like...
A third of those will go away.
Yeah.
They'll just go poof.
Yeah. Do you take that risk?
In this economy, no. You hold on to your job for damn dear life.
See, that's what I'm figuring.
Yeah.
That's what I'm figuring is that...
But there's enough people out of work in this town right now...
That'll do it.
...to fill it.
Right.
No problem.
Right. The M at the south end of the Strip, they've got their job board online, and they're in no hurry because, they have more than enough people. But it's just that, that City Center is offering half of the jobs to MGM employees. And
I don't think they're going to take it.
Yeah.
They're not going to risk it.
Yeah.
The ones that do probably need to be fired. So.
Yeah. However, it is a nice that whole structure's come along really nice. Have you been by there?
It's going to look beautiful on the outside. It's just unfortunate that there's
going to
be nothing in it.
It's going to be the Eden Prairie Mall.
Oh, you're homesick.
But I saw this afternoon...
By the way, folks, when it started snowing, Mark called my cell phone and left a message and said, "It's snowing. I'll meet you down at the Nicollet Mall for the Holidazzle Parade." And I did like a double take trying to figure out what state I lived in.
Of course, the PA is going, "What's that?"
And you had to explain it, I'm sure. But for those Minnesotans that listen, you'll appreciate it.
Right. But I drove by a City Center. That structure is looking absolutely beautiful on the outside.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous building.
And they're starting to put the walkover across the Vegas Boulevard. They're going to have a raised walkway along the Vegas Strip. It's just going to be beautiful. But
can't wait to see it done.
Yep, it's going to be empty.
Oh, wow, he's getting fancy. He has paper clips now.
Do I ever? Straight out of a Hollywood movie.
Uh-oh.
You know, well, it's one of those things. I mean, I tell people, when you see the show CSI, a lot of those episodes come straight out of our newspaper.
Yes.
They Hollywood, they do the Hollywood deal to it.
Right. But they're usually actual cases that they've, tinkered with.
Yeah, it's those things that you just can't make this stuff up.
Right.
Okay. All right. Okay. Last week in San Jose, California.
Oh, them San Joseans are crazy, man.
Asaf Umar Saduki,
okay,
Fry's vice president of merchandising and operations, was arrested by the IRS. And in his office, he was busted in front of all of his employees, and they loaded up his $400,000 Ferrari right there. Took it out of his parking place and everything.
Oh, man, that's busted.
What he was doing is he made an agreement with five. He was in charge of all of the buying for Fry's.
Okay.
Okay. Him and his staff.
Uh-huh.
He made a deal with several of the companies that they buy from, that they would charge him more than the product was worth. Then Fry's would pay it, and then he'd get the kickback. Okay.
Wouldn't that be embezzling?
Yeah. Yeah.
And fraud.
The IRS claims that he cut deals with Fry's suppliers to buy their goods at a premium in exchange for kickbacks up to 31% of the sale price. He created a shell corporation to funnel the money from. $17.9 million of the funds were used to pay off gambling debts at the Venetian Casino Resort.
$17.9 million.
Yeah.
Man, he's so fired.
He was a heavyweight gambler he was such a heavyweight gambler that the Venetian gave him, would send their private plane out for him.
That reminds me, I have to ask you about a private plane.
Okay. And, so, yeah. The rumor mill says that he kind of was like paying for a lot of the success of the Venetian over the last couple of years was because of him.
Yikes. Those whales make a huge difference in this town. We've said it over and over again. It's unfortunate that he wasn't getting his money through honest means, but it is what it is.
Well, he was a $225,000 salaried employee, so. But
yeah, whatever.
$17.9 million at the Venetian.
Good God.
Okay, what plane are you asking me about?
Oh, I saw a private plane out on the Strip. It was felt green with red dice. Whose plane is that?
I don't know whose that is. I would love...
Next time I'm going to get the call letters on it and see if I can look it up or something. Okay. If someone knows how to do that, call me. Because I'm dying to know whose plane that is.
Jay?
Yeah. Jay, honey.
You
Sweetheart.
See it's at the executive one across from the Vegas sign.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got the dice on the tail end of it.
And on the front.
Yes. Yeah, and it's felt green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know whose plane that is.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
This morning I was doing the back route around the Strip, and from the other charter terminal up pops this Maybach. Okay.
Wow.
And it had a dog in the back.
Of course it did.
And it was heading to the Wynn. I didn't know the Wynn had Maybachs. That's a $400,000 vehicle.
May not have been the Wynn's. Might have been private. It's possible in this town. We see some fancy cars here. Fancy cars with dogs.
Rumor mill has it that Circus closing Believe to...
Okay, that's the rumor mill, though. I don't truly believe they're closing it yet. I think they're just dark for the slow season.
They want to retool and touch it up.
Yeah. They need to retool and touch it up, but I still don't think it's closing.
Yeah.
I think they're going to torture us with that son of a gun for a long time coming. Yeah. Kind of like Ka, it's just going to keep going.
No, okay. Now, Ka is good if you have never seen a Vegas Circus Olay show.
All right.
If you've seen Mystere or O or even Zumanity, Ka
is boring.
Sucks.
Yeah.
But if you've never seen one, seeing a Circus Olay show anywhere else on Earth, that's fine. But if you've never seen a Vegas Circus Olay show, and all of them are sold out except Believe, go to Ka.
Yeah. Alrighty then.
You will love Ka. But if you've seen O or Mystere or Zumanity or Love, don't go.
No. You know what I saw this week?
Yes, we're going to talk about that.
Okay, then.
Prim.
I ain't going. That is not a honeymoon.
They still offer the free tickets through... Now they've extended the free tickets all the way through 2009.
Yeah, well, they had to.
Yeah, okay.
They didn't have a choice.
We're going to veer off on politics for a really short time here.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
It won't be short.
Well...
It's you. It won't be short.
I just... this morning I was doing some tour errands for one of the tour operators that I do local work for, and I jumped in his private vehicle. And he had it turned to public radio, which just kind of blew me away. He didn't seem like he was one of those weirdos, but he listens to public radio. And they had one of the intellectuals talking.
Oh, dear.
About the Vegas boom and the Vegas bust.
Oh, dear.
Do you know why we're according to these intellectuals who helped elect the community organizer president, okay? This is why we have 4 years of just screwed up logic coming, okay? The reason Vegas is in the shithole that it's in, because we built the 215.
Oh, that's good stuff right there.
Had we not built the 215, the Interstate 215, all these people would have never come here. Yeah.
Wow.
These are the same guys at 48 degrees in the desert claiming global warming, okay?
Whatever.
End of politics.
Okay, good.
Told you it'd be short.
Yeah, I'm still not sure you're done. I have a feeling you'll circle round to it again. I'm just saying.
Did you see this thing with David Copperfield?
One of his assistants died or got hurt or something.
Yeah.
He sawed her in half. I didn't read it,
Yeah.
but I just assumed he sawed somebody in half.
Did you see Steve Wyrick?
Yes.
Okay. Remember when he walks through that fan blade?
Yes.
Okay. David Copperfield does the exact same thing.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like a giant, great big jet fan.
Right, right. Well, the other day, one of his assistants, when they were bringing the prop out to set up, actually got hit by the blade, and they had to cancel the show because, well, there's too much blood all over.
Yikes.
So apparently it's real blades.
Real blades.
Yeah.
Good to know.
So
note to self.
He did survive. He's got some injuries, and he'll be back at it soon. So.
Okay.
All right.
That's kind of rare for David Copperfield to have something an injury happen. It's not normal to hear about that stuff.
I mean, he says we've done this thing over 4,000 times, and this is the first time that he got close to the blade. So. Vegas related, just because we're about to reopen the Star Trek
extravaganza.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
Star Trek creator's widow dies at 76.
Oh, that's too bad.
I didn't know that Mrs. Roddenberry played number one in the original pilot.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Just a little factoid for you Trekkies.
You ever see the original?
I doubt it.
Oh.
I doubt it. I'm not a Trekkie.
Well, it's one of those episodes that had they gone with that episode, had they gone with that cast and that crew and that plot line, the show would have never even made it off past the third episode.
Oh my!
Okay,
that bad, huh?
Yeah. And then she had smaller roles in some of the movies. She was frequently the voice of the ship's computer.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So she died.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Condolences.
That's right. We're going to talk about Win here shortly because he's been in the news.
Yeah, he's been in the news a lot lately.
NASA astronaut Garrett Reisman was a recipient of the Gold Nugget scholarships in 1986. When Steve Wynn owned the Gold Nugget here and in Atlantic City, he gave annually about $50,000 in scholarships to his employees to go to school.
And one of them became an astronaut?
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
And here's the funny thing. He was in the Garrett was at the space station from March through May. Okay. And had it not been for Steve Wynn's grant, he would have never gone down this road. Okay. So he thought that it'd be really cool to call Steve from space and thank him.
Did he get voicemail?
He got voicemail.
You can turn yourself into an astronaut, but apparently you're always a scholarship recipient.
Yeah. To the astronauts' mild embarrassment, Elaine Wynn at this school, the astronaut came back and spoke to several of the schools here in Las Vegas.
Well, that was nice.
And Elaine Wynn read aloud his scholarship application essay, which outlined his plans for a career as a spy.
Well, he is spying. He's just doing it from space. He upgraded.
He goes, if that wasn't as embarrassing as the photo she dug up of me from 1986 when I applied. For those of us that remember the styles back then, yeah, I could imagine that.
Yeah, I feel your pain.
But yeah, got Steve Wynn's voicemail.
That's funny. I promise if an astronaut calls me from space that they will never, ever get my voicemail.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
This year, the fireworks on the Strip
are actually on the Strip.
Yeah.
They can be down low, people.
Due to the fire at the Monte Carlo, the state and county has decided to maybe they should start enforcing fire safety code instead of just writing them.
You don't say.
So they can still do the fireworks from the top of the resorts. It's just that they would need to hire fire watchers and guys with fire extinguishers. So, of course, can't have those extra.
God forbid.
That's
God
right.
forbid.
So they're going to fire them from the parking lots, from the parking garages of the Stratosphere, the Las Vegas Convention Center, the Mirage, Caesars Palace, MGM Grand, the Luxor, and Mandalay Bay will actually do it from the parking lot behind the Shark Reef.
Oh, okay. Like where we were for the marathon.
Yeah. They're actually setting things up today at Mandalay Bay. So
that's the parking lot we pulled in for the potty break on the first fall weekend.
Right.
See, I know a few things.
And then Evel Knievel is still scheduled Robbie Knievel is going to jump. Evel will have a hard time.
Yeah, he's kind of dead.
Well, Vegas is too, but anyway.
That would be a showstopper. Yikes.
Evel is going to jump the Mirage volcanoes, which are awesome.
I haven't been down there to see them yet.
I've been waiting.
I've been waiting.
Oh.
I've been waiting.
Oh.
I'm waiting for New Year's crowd to bail out. And
it's one of those things that it's not. There's very little from the original. It's just
all redone.
Totally different than what you expect.
Cool.
So
something new to show people.
That's right. So, all righty.
Look at you go. Paper clips and all.
That's right.
This is a big pile. I'm kind of scared.
Yeah. On Monday, Steve Wynn opened up Encore to a soft opening.
Yes. And last night was the party.
For those of you that don't know what that means, that just means we open up a brand new resort and they figure out all of the kinks and flaws in it before they let the red carpet out.
Yeah.
And bring in the really big guys.
Right.
And do the fireworks and all that stuff, which is going to happen January 24th, which is Steve Wynn's birthday.
Of course. Why not?
They opened up the Wynn on Elaine's birthday.
Oh.
So.
Well, she should get top billing.
Prior to opening the Encore to the general public.
Are all the windows in?
There's a couple of them that aren't.
You knew I was going to ask. You knew I was going to say it.
It was so funny. I was driving down the Strip this morning, and I looked up on the curve that faces away from the Strip.
Uh-huh.
And right in the middle, there's a bunch of windows that aren't tinted.
Some last-minute changes going on.
Let's hear it. Right before he opened it up to the dreads of humanity, he invited 15 high rollers and other VIPs in. And each guest was given either from $1,000 to $500,000 to place on one bet.
How do you get on that list?
And guests got to keep their winnings.
Wow.
Okay. Danny Gans, who opens in February at the Encore,
Yeah, I bet Wynn's excited to have him back.
Okay. His contract supposedly contains a clause that gives him 2 rounds of golf every week at the Wynn golf course.
He ain't stupid.
50% of his show will be new material. And yes, Steve Wynn paid to have the New Frontier sign taken down.
Yes, he did. He wanted it gone, and he made it happen.
And his offer still stands to pay for the removal of that damn cloud on the in front of the shopping center there, Fashion Show Mall. He hates that thing, man. He just wants.
Well, do you blame him? It's ugly as hell. It's really ugly. It looks like the damn mall's going to take off on a spaceship.
I think if he had a choice, he would have left the New Frontier sign up and having that one taken down.
Probably, but everybody had a big hubbub about him taking down the sign. I'm like, he didn't like it. He wanted it gone. He paid for it. He probably gave it to Dr. Lonnie.
Yeah.
You know, it's all good. Everybody's happy.
We'll have to drive by Lonnie's house and
see if it's up.
And lit.
And lit, yeah. Because
really
would.
Really piss off the neighbors.
He would, too. That's what's so funny.
And Steve Wynn is going to make sure that his rooms are filled. He's offering midweek at $149 for the win. But Norm,
oh boy,
had a wonderful little article with Steve Wynn.
Norm had a wonderful article. Do you realize you just said that as a sentence?
Yes, I know that. And I do have to give it to Norm Clark, Vegas Confidential. He actually wrote one complete article without mentioning Chris Angel or Holly the Bunny. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Apparently he got his medication adjusted.
Send your letters too.
Because I swear the guy has a love fest for Chris Angel.
Yeah, he really does. You're not wrong.
Oh, man.
Let me put it that way. You're not wrong.
I'm like, wow, a complete article without... so I bring it up.
Well, I wasn't going to be the one to say it.
Well, okay, Steve Wynn and Sheldon Adelson, who owns the Venetian, are always bickering back and forth. Okay?
Yes, penis wars.
Right. So I think it was in January, Adelson had claimed that Steve Wynn's time has come and he is gone.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, and Wynn goes, yep, and I remember when he said that, and I started to pack up. I figured anyone who is the master of the universe must know everything. Who am I to argue with?
Oh, good stuff, good stuff.
He has surprised me in every single way. He's quite an extraordinary fellow, Sheldon, and his approach has been singular, to say the least, to the industry and to life in general. And I think it's pretty safe to say that hardly any of us have seen anybody quite like Sheldon, and we wish him well. Side note, the Venetian in the Plaza, which sits across from the Wynn, went full throttle overseas, and Adelson saw 95% of his wealth disappear this week, or this year.
Yeah, this year.
Wynn goes on to explain about Sheldon. You have to give him credit for being fearless. Who else would have had enough guts to start 6 hotels at once without the money to finish them? That's extraordinary. I know it's an old-fashioned idea, but I've always had my money all done before I broke ground. I know it's old-fashioned to think that way.
Here we go, boys and girls, batten down the hatches.
I had everything all lined up. I borrowed the money before I started anything, and my builder even told me that he's going to give me 40 odd million back. We're getting a refund. In November, Wynn had predicted that the MGM Mirage would have to start selling some of its strip properties to pay for the rising cost of a city center.
Yeah, surprise.
Ruffin's purchase means that place is bulletproof, said Wynn. Now we've got one guy who is only worried about Treasure Island. That's good for Treasure Island, and that's good for the Treasure Island employees.
Yep. It's good for the rest of us, too.
Yep. Wynn goes on going, the unbundling of Las Vegas is going to be a positive thing. Gee, isn't that what we said?
We did. And I think we said it before he did.
Yes, we did.
Just for the record. I'm going to take the small props where I can.
It means that MGM has more time to worry about places like City Center. That's a good thing. Having 10 hotels in one city is not a bright idea, in my opinion.
No, because he'd like to own them all.
On a side note, of course, Wynn has not been very successful with his shows at his new properties. He is now signed into an agreement with brothers Barry and Robin Gibb of the Bee Gees to produce a musical based on the group's music. Oh,
Yeah,
Christ.
I don't think it's getting any better. I saw that and I'm like, you've got to be kidding.
Steve, stop while you're ahead, okay?
Yeah. Dude.
Please, buy
Put in
Michael,
another restaurant, for Christ's sakes.
buy Michael Jackson a lung and everything will be okay.
Send your letters to Mark at the Vegas Tourist.
Well, they claim the gloved wonder needs a new
He
lung.
needs a lot of new things.
Yeah. Gambler store is moving.
It is?
It is.
It can't move.
They moved Caesars.
Oh, that's true.
All right.
Where's it moving to?
There's an interesting
That
quote.
reminds me, I got to go there tomorrow.
Why?
Because there's something I need.
Okay. For those of you that have never been to the Gambler store, you're missing an experience.
Man, is that fun. Think of a giant gambler's garage sale.
Or a gambler
Swap meet
addiction.
on steroids.
There we go.
And a little bit of Coke.
Right. Problem being is if he moves it, that place has character though.
I know.
You know,
It might ruin it. Where's he
Right.
moving to?
Well, he is looking at, he would like to put it in one of the casinos.
I could see why it would bring,
Okay.
great traffic.
He's anticipating a move in 2009. The store has been around for 45 years.
That's a long time by Las Vegas standards.
He was thinking of some shopping centers, but he would really like to be in a hotel. Okay.
So is he putting out feelers? Is this the
Well, yeah. Well, basically, he was kind of funny because, he sells books on how to beat the system.
deal? Right.
Well, years ago, you would never see those books at the bookstore in Harrah's or anything else like that.
No.
And he kind of points that out that, you can now go into Harrah's and find books like he sells. So
Yeah.
it would actually do a hotel good to have him in it.
Yeah, it would.
No.
And it would do him a hell of a lot of good.
Oh, God, yeah. He's got 40,000 established customers. It'd be great publicity. And, so...
More power to him. Although I'm sad to see the old location go because it's got character.
Yeah. However, Howard Schwartz is the owner. Okay. And
Hi, Howard.
Him and the Happy Pebble would get along just fine.
Oh, they're two peas in the pod, I'm sure.
Okay. Jeff Haney did this article in the Las Vegas Sun, and he writes that Schwartz also likes to take care of injured birds and kittens. This time, upon conclusion of the interview, he went out back to check on the status of a paper plate of dry cat food set out for a neighborhood stray.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like the Happy Pebble.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's right outside of downtown.
It's on Main Street.
Main Street.
It's on your way to the plaza.
Yeah. Yeah, they got books, videos. They got
old felts from different casinos.
Old playing
different
cards,
tables.
chips.
You can buy tables. You can
buy
get custom chips. You can get custom playing cards. All kinds of wacky signs. It's just fun.
It is. And the people that run it are just fun too. So
they're pretty knowledgeable too.
That they are. So, all right. Where did you go, Sazzy?
I went to Blueman Group at the Venetian.
Isn't that fun?
Oh my God! This is the second time I've seen it now. What was really fun was watching my boss.
When was the first time you saw it?
At the Luxor.
Okay.
A few years ago.
Oh, okay. See, I haven't seen it at the Luxor.
Okay.
So is this better?
Oh, this is way better.
Okay.
Way, way better. Right. And they still do the toilet paper trick, which makes me giggle.
Oh, yes.
But the best part was watching them launch that thing of Jell-O straight at my boss's face. That was great.
You must have been up close.
We were second row middle.
Oh.
We were wearing ponchos. I was covered in banana when we got done.
If you're in the front, they give you ponchos. And as you enter, do they still give you the industrial strength earplugs?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yes. The only show on the strip where you have earplugs.
Yeah.
But you want to wear them, actually, too. They're fun.
Yeah, they're pretty fun. And it was a great show, and I highly recommend it. It's not very expensive, I didn't think. Locals, there's a 2-for-1 offer going right now.
Right.
And the toilet paper trick will just right your world.
How do you explain the Blueman Group?
It's a percussion show without any lyrics.
Okay. got 3 guys dressed in black and blue faces, and
they don't talk, but they're very expressive.
oh god, they are absolutely
It's
hilarious.
like the Happy Pebble personified.
Yes, yes,
If you want to know the truth, it's very fun.
it is.
And when they squirt stuff out in the audience, that's a hoot. That is just a hoot. And the toilet paper trick? Oh, I'm telling you, it just makes me giggle. And I got a picture of all 5 of us from work in the toilet paper, because when you sit down in front, it all lands on your lap.
Really?
Eventually.
Yeah.
So there's the 5 of us sitting, up to our ears in toilet paper.
Yeah.
It was very fun.
Yeah, the last time that I was there with the group, and it's one of those things, the person sitting next to me had no clue to what was going to happen at the end.
Oh.
And then you hear it, and she turns around, and she looks at me, and she goes, "What in the God's..." And then she did that. She just broke out laughing.
It just makes me giggle. I sat there and giggled for the whole, what is it, 10, 20 minutes the toilet paper thing goes on? I just sat and giggled. I couldn't help it.
They do, the music with the pipes and
the drums,
oh,
and they squirt stuff, and they've got a really good band.
They do.
Yeah.
Plus that whole
And this is a really bad description of the show. I'm sorry. You're just going to have to go see it.
It is. YouTube it, folks.
There you go.
They're a fun group.
They're very, very fun.
And it's one of those shows. One of the problems with some of the shows on the Strip is it's got English language, which screws with a lot of the foreign tourists.
There's no language.
There's no language. It's music.
Yeah.
And acting.
Yeah.
It's pantomime.
Yeah. Basically.
And it is just hilarious. The music is great. And it's all in the expressions.
It really, really is.
And the closer you get up, the
more fun it is, man.
The theater was specially built for them. This is at the Venetian. The theater was specially built for them. Mm-hmm. So there's really not a bad seat in the house, but it's just more fun closer to it.
It really, really is.
Yeah, because you can really see the facial expressions, and of course, if you're really up front, you get wet. But
yeah, well, they squirt banana.
Yeah, so.
What did you go see?
Right across the hall, baby.
Divide and conquer, honey.
Oh, man. Oh, God. To the ringleader, I have a show for you.
Oh, boy.
Man, do I have a show for you.
Got to get her back first.
The Real Deal. I actually hope this show lasts. I really do.
It was that good?
It's different. That's what makes it...
Good?
Yes. Okay.
Different is good. What is it?
The Real Deal is where they've got the stage set for a poker table.
Okay. For like a Texan Hold'em?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. And they have 2 professional players. We had Scotty Nugent.
Oh, he's good.
He's funny.
Yeah.
And Gavin Smith. Okay.
And isn't he kind of a character? Smart ass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's really funny because, they're being paid for this.
Right.
So whether they win or lose, it doesn't matter. So they're very relaxed. And Scotty, I don't know what Gavin was drinking, but Scotty was like on, his 3rd or 4th beer by, feeling no pain.
Okay.
Okay. So, and Scotty, he's one of those guys, very animated. He's, has never lost his Vietnamese accent, which is just hilarious,
Never.
especially after a couple beers.
It gets better, huh?
It gets better. Before the show, he signed all the autographs of all the people that, ran up to him. He was, he talked to him, signed autographs, the whole works, and then he went back and, got set for the show. But what it is you have 6 contestants from the audience.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Are they picked at random?
They are picked at random. Okay. First of all, you have the host.
Okay.
Who is?
I don't know.
Vinny.
Vinny Furcinelli.
Yeah.
What is Vinny's last name? Can you pronounce it? Because I can't.
No. But I want to see this guy's show.
Oh, he's funny. I told you he was funny.
Oh, my God.
He picks on everybody.
Vinny Favorito.
Favorito, that's it.
My God.
He is funny.
He is the modern Don Rickles.
Yeah, but better.
Oh, God.
I told you.
Apparently he does his show at the Flamingo, and then he comes over to the Venetian. Okay? So he's a little tired. But man, sharp tongue, quick wit.
Oh, very quick-witted. Very quick-witted.
Somebody was offended, and he just looked at him and goes, "You're in the blankety blank wrong show, blank."
Yep.
There's the door.
See you, bye-bye.
They just sat there and went, "Oh, he's serious."
I'll shut up now.
Yeah, but all of the chairs have an electronic keyboard.
Okay.
And first of all, you set it up where you can. They show you several prop bets.
Okay.
Okay. You know what's going to be the most popular card. What's your favorite color? Okay. And that can win you some wonderful prizes. Okay.
Cool.
And then so then Vinny comes out and he does his whole shtick, and he's kind of a cross between Gallagher, Don Rickles, and I'm trying to think who else, because I mean he just somebody was late coming in, and oh man, he just
Yeah, that ain't good.
So okay, so he wants animation, so all these people are screaming for his attention.
Right.
Okay, so he picked 6. We had 2 women. Okay.
Okay.
One of them had a really fine ass. Okay.
I'm sure the other one had a really fine rack.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
And Vinny made sure everyone knew that.
Men are pigs. But I'm sure it was funny.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. So, okay. So he's got the 6. We got the 2 pros. All right. Now, what happens is the audience gets 2 cards, and everybody sees them except for those on stage.
Okay.
Okay. It's almost like the whole card. Okay.
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 So the audience is player 9,
right.
is what you're telling me.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And we get to bet.
Fun.
Okay. As they play on the table, we get to see everything, and then we bet as well with the river card and the flop and the whole works. Okay?
Fun.
And then we're ranked.
Okay.
Okay. There's a big board on stage showing what each of us have. Okay.
Okay.
I stunk.
Oh, did you stink?
I stunk.
How many people are in the audience?
200.
Okay.
Somewhere around there. The PA came in 8th.
What? The PA can play cards? Note to self.
On the other side of me were this husband and wife who are poker fanatics.
Uh-huh.
Okay. He apparently goes by the name Phantom, and of course that's the PA's favorite name.
Right.
And he's sitting there going, "Who's the Phantom? Who got the Phantom?" I'm like, "Sir."
That'd be my wife next to me.
Other side here. Okay. He turns it over and goes, "That's you? That's my name." Well, sorry, she's faster than you, apparently.
Not as original as you thought.
Yeah. And so after every couple of hands, they play basically an electronic version of 52 pickup. Okay.
Okay.
And the person who picks up the best hand out of that wins a free prize as well. And,
Oh, fun.
Noise canceling headphones, poker boot camp, free accounts for all.
I think we should send KJ to poker boot camp.
One of the prizes was an all-day canyon retreat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you win?
No.
Damn it.
But I did. They threw out hats and all that other stuff.
Okay.
I got a hat.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
How much is it to go to the show?
I don't know. This was free to those on a certain Vegas list.
Right.
I don't know what it is.
In your defense, you did call me. It was just really late at night.
Yeah, it's one
of
those.
It was a school night. Sorry.
But, and if the audience wins 5 hands, the whole audience gets a free poster of all of the poker players. There's a really cool poster because they rotate the poker pros.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But all of them pose for one autograph or
one poster.
Right, and so, yeah.
Okay, so the show is called what? And it's where?
Real Deal at the Venetian.
Go and see it. We'll have to take the ringleader when she gets here.
Yeah.
Give her an excuse to come back.
But Scotty was just so funny because, he was just feeling no pain, having fun.
That's awesome. I want to see it now.
It is.
The Ace Reporter might like that show.
Yeah. So go and see it. Hopefully it'll stay around. Normally in that spot is Gordy Brown.
Right. Where did he go?
Golden Nugget starting February 2nd.
Wow. Downtown's really coming up in the world.
That's right.
I like it.
Yeah. And this will be posted on
TheVegasTourist.com. You didn't talk about Stations Casinos today.
What about Stations Casinos?
They're taking their remaining line of credit out in cash.
Yeah, we may be seeing some Station Casinos selling.
Yeah, you think?
I think.
That or a restructuring and a bankruptcy. It's in the works. I'm just saying.
The Herbst brothers are going to go that route. They're looking at bankruptcy.
Yeah, to restructure.
Yeah, apparently, of course, Prim, they're giving away hotel rooms and they can't fill them, so they're probably having some problems there.
Probably. That and the eggs are made out of plastic, but whatever.
Well, right. This is the holiday edition.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! You can tell we're not in a holiday mood, can't you?
Christmas has officially been canceled.
Merry Christmas. Yes, Merry Christmas, not Happy Holidays. Merry Christmas. You don't like it? Too bad. Get your own podcast.
Wow, tell us how you really feel.
That's right.
Dang.
Hey, the Two Drunks stopped their podcast.
I saw that. The Vegas Rye.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're done.
They were. So, anyway.
I think that's it. I think it's time to go be Holly and Mary. And no, you can't touch them.
I want to do Mary.
Oh, say goodnight before we get in any more trouble.
I haven't met Holly, but if she's like the Hollies I know.
That'd be okay, too.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
I'll come up for air for New Year's.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, we're kind of quadruple booked, would you?
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, and all that other good stuff. Say goodnight, Sazzy.
Good night, Sazzy.
See you all next year.
It's getting dark.